Hi everybody. I just wanted to do a quick walk around the classroom just to introduce you to the area and also identify some of the safety precautions that we have. We're going to start off here in this corner of the classroom here. We have what's referred to as a fume hood. If you know that your reaction is going to be very volatile, it's going to be releasing a lot of gas, you can actually be performing the reaction directly inside this fume hood area. Along the horizontal here is this sash here that you can actually move up and down here. In general, when you're doing a reaction inside, you do want to keep the sash here somewhere below half. You do want to make sure that the fume hood is on, so just in the far right corner here, you can flip this fume hood here on and off. Right? You can hear the fan going away there, it's actually sucking up any of the fumes. When you're not using it here, you can definitely flip that one off. Other things that you can do in this fume hood here, if you're needing a little bit more light here, there's a light switch here you can turn on. We actually have a gas nozzle that's actually directly hooked into the fume hood itself. If your reaction, say you're using a Bunsen burner here, you can connect the Bunsen burner directly to this gas nozzle here. You do have a sticker just to identify the different positions for the switch here. Whenever the switch here is in the perpendicular position here, it means off. If you just twist this one here into the on position, gas would be coming out of that nozzle there. Again, if you're not using the gas, you just want to turn that off. There is a sink with cold water at the back there, so if you just need some water there, you can just flip on the sink here, and water will be running from the tap there. Right. So that there is the fume hood here. I'm just going to flip off the lights. You'll notice hanging up here, you also have access to an apron. Sometimes we also have a full face shield hanging on the top there as well, so depending on the reaction here, you could find it there. Let's just turn our attention to the back of the classroom here. For our classroom here, you're going to find that we actually have 4 lab benches. You can be standing on either side of these 4 lab benches. Right. We do have aprons that are hanging on the sides of these lab benches here. As I walk up closer to one of these lab benches, you're going to find that there's actually 4 tiny sinks at each of the lab benches. Again, you can be standing on either side of these benches here. Again, there's a tap for cold water anytime that you need to use it. Armed on this tap here is also some gas nozzles. So again, if you're using Bunsen burners here, right now the gas nozzle is either pointing directly to me or pointed away from me here. Anytime this lever here is in the perpendicular position, it means it's off. If you dial this one here parallel, it's going to be in the on position. And then again, if you do it perpendicular, again, it's in the off position. There is a main gas valve I'm going to show you later on that's currently off, which is why even as I dial this here, no gas is currently coming out. When we're doing reactions that actually involve gas here, I'll definitely have that on first. So let's just make our way around here. We're going to go to the opposite corner of the classroom here. You do have a safety poster here that actually identifies some of the common hazards and some of the precautions that you can have just to make sure you keep yourself safe as well as others safe as well. There is an eye wash station here, very similar to the gas taps here. There is a main gas valve here that's currently perpendicular. The water should be coming out of the hose there. If you need to use this here, you do want to dial this one here parallel to make sure water can be coming out. If you're not using it here, again, we can dial it perpendicular. Water would be coming out of this nozzle here. In general, we say you do want to wash anything that may have caught your eye 10 to 15 minutes or so. If you're still feeling it's not enough here, you can definitely rinse it out for more. I realize here that we don't really have any sink area here. You might end up making a mess, but again, more important here is to make sure that you wash any foreign chemicals out of your eye. There is a tiny little drain here just to help out. For any glassware that ends up breaking, we don't toss it away into the regular garbage can here. We do have a dustpan and a brush here. Basically, any broken glassware here only goes into this designated container, and that way we can dispose of it all at once as we need. So we're going to keep making our way around here. We do actually have also a portable eye wash station as well. So in case you're having difficulty reaching this one here in the corner, you can definitely have access to that portable one as well. So we have an assortment of different glassware as you look around the side here. Usually for your reactions, we're going to be definitely needing to wear goggles. So we can sanitize these goggles here using UV light here. Even if you are wearing glasses, you can actually wear these goggles directly over your glasses. You can just sort of double up the protection. In general, it's not a good idea to wear contacts. Sometimes chemicals are they evaporate very quickly. We definitely don't want any of those fumes to even get trapped under your contact as well. Right? For these sinks here that are along the side here, you can access cold water as well as there's hot water as well. So in case you need hot water, you can access it from there. This is non-potable water, so you don't want to be drinking this, but it is clean enough for us to work with in the lab. We do have all these gas stations here. I mentioned there's this UV light here that we can actually use to sanitize goggles here. It only takes maybe 6-7 seconds or so. It's almost like waving a magic wand around it, and basically it'll kill off all the microbes that you don't want. If you are having any, like, let's say, paper cuts or minor bruises, there is a first aid kit here up in the top right corner here. There you're going to find some antiseptic wipes here and bandages here as you need. As you move along here, you can actually find a fire extinguisher. This fire extinguisher here is actually certified every, I think it's twice a year. Chemical extinguishers are for objects that end up catching fire. If, knock on wood, any clothing catches fire or a person catches fire, we don't use an extinguisher. We actually go to this fire blanket here. You basically just take this fire blanket here, you pull it downwards, and you use that fire blanket here to smother any flames that there are. In general, fire extinguishers here are for objects that catch fire. You point this gas here to the base of the flame, and hopefully that will also help smother the flames as well. One last thing I just want to show you here, I mentioned there is a main gas valve at the top. Usually, if we're not doing a lab here, this one here would be off, but I just want to show you what it looks like here. Inside this cabinet here, again, we have a couple main valves here. You see it's labeled natural gas here. Basically, there's, again, 2 switches here. This branch here actually goes up to the Bunsen burner at my demo station here. Again, this one here can be put in the parallel position, then gas would be coming through. For gas to be going to the back benches there, again, I can turn on this one here. Anytime it's parallel, it means gas is coming through. If we're not using it, we definitely want to put that in the perpendicular position. There is also a pipe for water there. I do want water coming through the taps, that's why that's in the on position. If we're doing any maintenance or whatnot, we can also flip that closed as we did the gas valve. Just one also reminder here, when we're in the lab here, we always wear closed-toed shoes, so we definitely don't wear any sandals, even when the weather gets hot and whatnot. Here I just have a pair of oat shoes here. You actually see me accidentally spilling some really strong concentrated acid. It's actually eating holes through the top of the leather there. Again, just a nice visual reminder for you to always wear closed-toed shoes in the lab. Hopefully that's a nice introduction for you here. If you do have any questions regarding any of the lab safety in the classroom here, you can definitely ask. Thanks, guys.